Hey everyone. So today, as of right now, it is 11:47 a.m. This is June 19th. Of course, it's a national holiday, federal holiday. I'm assuming it's federal. I have to go see if there's any mail. But yeah, it's a national holiday, as we know. But anyway, today is June 19th, 2024. And a little bit ago, about 10 minutes ago, my mom called me to let me know that she's at work. Obviously, they've been, I guess, waiting or something because what's surprising is they actually got their site back today. Now, it's not like, oh, well, obviously the working at that one school and they got that done quicker than usual, so they got the site back. No. Because it's June 19th, a holiday, a day of observance and stuff like that, but a holiday. Because it's that, a lot of schools that are still in session are out, and some use this day, as a holiday to say, well, we could just say, the day before was the last day of school, and that's it. They could do that. But anyway, I also bring this up because today is her last day before she starts the summer break. And if I'm correct, then August 20th is when she'll go back to work. Now, the reason I bring that up is, as you probably have been noticing, I've been putting up video after video after video and setting them to premiere at later dates. The reason for this, because I've talked about this before, I've answered this question before, I think, but obviously it's a question people want to know, is why do I do that? Why am I, constantly, every summer, if not maybe even during the Christmas break, why am I putting videos out and setting them to premiere later on? Well, it's quite simple why I'm doing that. As I've mentioned before in some of the vlogs, basically the reason I do this, even if it's one or two videos a day, is not only to provide you guys with content and everything and make sure this channel has content, that pleases the YouTube algorithm, and if you're monetizing, also, allows you to make some revenue on the side. It's not just, that, as being the reason I'm doing this, but it's also because when my mom is off on her breaks, whether it's Christmas break and it's only for 2 weeks, maybe 2.5, or it's summer break, which is about 2 months, it gets a little bit more tricky, a little bit more difficult over time to give you guys content. Now, I'm not saying I can't do that. Don't get me wrong. I mean, right now, the San Francisco Giants are playing the Chicago Cubs in a day game that if you're a Chicago Cubs fan, even here on the West Coast, you've always been used to and accustomed to for years, if you know what I mean. But anyway, right about now, at this time, she'd either be sitting there or there, and maybe just had woken up or basically she had woken up hours before and just basically reading her Bible and stuff like that. But she would be sitting on her chair on the couch watching the game. She'd be watching the game, cheering them on, and that would be an opportunity for me to try to do some kind of content for you guys and get it out to you that day. But outside of that, it gets a little difficult, It gets a little difficult because there are times, I swear it's just, I don't know if maybe it's convenience, but there are times, honestly, that I'll get ready to start recording a video, like let's say with the camera here, or my GoPro, or my webcam, or whatever. I'll start doing a video, or maybe even an audio recording. And all of a sudden, the noise I'm hearing in the living room, that you would, that I think, okay, that's going to keep her distracted. That's going to give me an opportunity. Suddenly it goes silent. And I'm thinking, the timing, I'm thinking to myself, oh, that's kind of ironic timing. So what I do is I pause, or I just cancel the recording for the time being until the noise comes back up. It's almost like my mom, hears me starting my recordings and all that, and then she's trying to hear what I'm saying. She's trying to hear what I'm saying, And that kind of goes back to what I talked about yesterday in the audio packaging video, your audio package opening video. She's kind of has, and we love her and everything we do, but she kind of has this habit of being very nosy, very snoopy. And I think about that almost immediately when something like that ironically happens. I'm thinking, is she trying to be nosy and hear what I'm trying to say and everything? It's almost like she doesn't want me to record when she's off. Now, I remember one time, I think it was last year or two, just out of venting and frustration, she would say things, out of venting and frustration. But one thing she would say, or one thing she said, and I remember this clearly, is that as long as she's at the house, there ain't no recording or no recording or whatever while she's there, or something like that. Now, I know she didn't really mean that, because obviously I have been able to do stuff even when she's here, when I get opportunities. But the point I'm getting at is I remember her saying that, and even though I know she said that out of venting and frustration, that kind of had a little bit of truth to it. It's almost like, because she's old school and she doesn't understand much of the technology and everything that's been enhancing throughout the years. To me, that's almost like her saying, if I can't understand it or do it, then I don't want it done. So if she doesn't know it or understand it, then she doesn't want it happening. Now again, she obviously said that out of venting and frustration, which means she never really meant it, because I think she was even tired too. But the point I'm getting at is basically, there is some truth to it. Like, and to me, it kind of connects to what I said. As convoluted as this may sound, it kind of connects to what I said, that, she's always nosy, a little snoopy, and I think that's why she turns off some of the noise that, again, would give me an opportunity to do this, because it distracts her, the noise that is. Because that way, if she starts hearing me do a recording, she'll be like, okay, what's he saying? What's he saying? What's he saying? That's just her curiosity. And there are times she'll go like sweep the floor here with a Swiffer, or she's going to use a Swiffer to do it soon this summer. But she'll like sweep the floor, she'll pull the carpet up and all that. But then it's like, here's my room, right? And I'll have my door shut. All of a sudden, she'll be like stopping right here, stopping like right in this area or something like that. And she might act like, oh, I'm going to go over here to this room, right? And she does at most times. And you would think, okay, why is she stopping and going into the other room? Or why is she going into the closet over here? The reason she's doing that, in my opinion, is because she wants to see and hear what I'm doing in here. That's why she does it. Because again, it's just that inheritable quality she and her siblings got, and that's basically wanting to know everybody's business. Pretty much, that's what it is. And again, I understand, she's just curious and all that, but still, it kind of gets a little annoying. Gets a little annoying, as to her doing that, because it's like, why do you want to know what we're doing, right? It's like, it's not really none of your business. It's like, if we're doing a YouTube video, a live stream, we would like to, have some privacy. But, again, that's what happens when you live with family. You got to just, look at opportunities to do things. That's why, going back to what I said, at the beginning, or at least to answer the question, That's why I have to do what I got to do during the Christmas winter break and the summer break. I got to at least have something ready for you guys on those days, so that way, I'm not interrupted by her or anything going forward. You guys have your content; it's there. Go and enjoy it. And again, if I get the opportunity to go out and do content for you guys on the summer break and get it out to you that day, then that's another story. That's a benefit. That's a benefit. But again, it's just one of those situations to where, because of all that I just mentioned, as to being why I have to provide content for you guys and set it to premiere weeks in advance. I mean, I already got like 2 weeks worth of videos, one a day, for you guys to have. And I know some people might say, well, you don't have to necessarily post stuff, Brian. That's true, I don't, but with the algorithm of going to a lot of major content creators and all that, you got to do something. You got to do something to let them know, hey, I'm still active and everything. I'm still producing videos, but you're not producing them the way you normally would. You get what I'm saying? You're not producing them like you normally would. And for me, this allows me to produce videos and upload videos like I normally would, but do it in advance. So that way, in case something happens or whatever, you guys will have, some kind of content there for you. Like, let's say if I'm helping my mom clean the garage, or I'm out of state in Kansas, you guys have something. You have something to sink your teeth into, even if it's one video a day. But yeah, that's as convoluted and ramblish as it sounded. Basically, this is why I do this. For anybody that's wondering, why am I premiering so many videos, or setting a lot of videos to premiere in the next few weeks? Like, tomorrow's the first of many of these. Tomorrow's the first, and that's a 4K up conversion of a video I did back in, I think it was like 2011, 2014, or something like that, where I talked about why certain cartoons are banned or were banned at that time. And this is way before, this original video was done way before the likes of Disney Plus and all that, and streaming services, except for Netflix, really came into being. So it's way before any of those things happened, to where you have a little bit more access now to, even the banned cartoons, but the banned cartoons have warnings and everything. So yeah, this original video that I up-converted to premiere tomorrow goes back then. So that's how it's starting. It was a bit of an up-converted video of a video I did back in the early to mid 2010s. But while I was still living in Patterson. But anyway, that's pretty much, the reasoning, though, in closing, as to why I do this. And that's the new whistle right now going off here in Newman. But again, this is pretty much why I do this. Because of the fact that, well, my mom is here on her break. It gets a little hard, a little bit more, difficult, if you will. And those are some of the dogs howling because of the whistle. Anyway, it gets a little difficult and everything to provide content, on a regular basis. Like, I could do like this video and maybe some audios that come afterwards, and I upload them all today. That's normal. That's like, if I'm off, not doing work and anything, not being at work, I should say, then, doing the content like what I'm doing for you right now, that's normal. That's not an issue. But if I want to, I'm walking around doing this. And I know some people kind of get annoyed by that, but that's me. That's just how I do things sometimes. But anyway, I won't be able to do this kind of stuff while she's on break. So that's why I need to find a way to basically find a way to basically fill that void that would be, left during that time frame. Because again, with the YT's algorithm, you never know. You never know what's going to happen or what the rulings are going to be and everything. But anyway, though, guys, I just wanted to come on here and let you know about that. Again, as convoluted, as rambulish as it sounded, I just wanted to let you know why I upload videos, to premiere weeks in advance, here on YouTube. So, yeah, I just want to let you guys know, and let me know what your thoughts are. Comment down below, live chat during the premiere if you haven't already. Let me know if you understand where I'm coming from, because, as to why I do this. And till next time, guys, I will talk to y'all later.